Few could have predicted the scene that was about to unfold. Elon Musk, the visionary entrepreneur behind Tesla, SpaceX, and a host of other groundbreaking ventures, stepping out of a sleek black car at the gates of Mar-a-Lago. The air was thick with anticipation as Musk, known for his bold ideas and unpredictable moves, made his way up the grand steps of the Florida estate. Cameras flashed, security teams moved with precision, and whispers rippled through the crowd. What was the world's most talked about tech mogul doing here at this particular moment? Mar-a-Lago, the opulent and controversial estate owned by former President Donald Trump, had seen its share of high-profile guests. But today, the arrival of Musk added a new layer of intrigue. The estate, with its sprawling lawns and gilded halls, stood as a symbol of power and influence, a fitting backdrop for a meeting that would soon capture the world's attention. Meanwhile, the world outside was anything but calm. Tensions were escalating rapidly as a major U.S. military operation unfolded off the coast of Venezuela. Warships patrolled the waters, and news outlets buzzed with speculation about the potential for conflict. The global community watched anxiously, aware that the decisions made in the coming days could reshape international relations. The timing of Musk's visit to Trump's stronghold was impossible to ignore. It wasn't just another social engagement or a casual drop-in. The date was circled on calendars across newsrooms, and analysts debated its significance. Why now, when the world was teetering on the edge of crisis? Headlines screamed about the Venezuela crisis, and every move by global leaders was scrutinized. Was Musk's presence at Mar-a-Lago a coincidence, or was it connected to the unfolding drama dominating the news cycle? Theories abounded, ranging from secret negotiations to the possibility of a new technological initiative aimed at resolving the crisis. Inside those gilded rooms, the convergence of technology, business, and politics created an electric atmosphere. Business leaders, political strategists, and tech visionaries gathered around polished tables, their discussions hushed but intense. The stakes were high, and every gesture, every word, seemed to carry the weight of global consequences. Two unconventional figures, Donald Trump, the polarizing former president, and Elon Musk, the audacious innovator, stood at the center of it all. Each commanded immense influence in their respective spheres, and their meeting at such a critical juncture sent shockwaves through political and business circles alike. This was no ordinary weekend gathering. It was a collision of ambition, power, and uncertainty. Across the country and around the world, people watched the news with growing concern. Outside Mar-a-Lago, crowds gathered, some hoping for answers, others simply caught up in the spectacle. Vox Pop interviews captured a range of emotions: curiosity, anxiety, even hope that something positive might emerge from this unexpected meeting. Behind closed doors, the real conversations began. What could Musk and Trump possibly be discussing? Was it a bold new plan to address the Venezuela crisis, or something even more far-reaching? The details remained shrouded in secrecy, fueling endless speculation among journalists and insiders. As night fell and the lights of Mar-a-Lago glowed against the dark sky, the estate became a symbol of the hidden connections and backroom deals that so often shape the course of history. The mystery of what transpired within those walls lingered, leaving the public with more questions than answers, and a sense that the world was witnessing the beginning of something truly extraordinary. Mar-a-Lago isn't just a private club, it's a stage for power plays. Its palm-lined driveways and gilded halls have witnessed more than just lavish parties. They've become the backdrop for some of the most consequential conversations in modern American history. On any given weekend, the estate transforms into a crossroads where business titans, political heavyweights, and global influencers quietly converge, each seeking to shape the future in their own way. When news broke that Elon Musk was a guest that weekend, it was clear this wasn't a casual visit. The headlines weren't just about a billionaire's travel plans. They hinted at something bigger, something brewing behind closed doors. Musk's presence at Mar-a-Lago sent ripples through both Silicon Valley and Washington, raising questions about what kind of alliances or understandings might be forming. The estate's opulence masked an undercurrent of urgency as the U.S. military flexed its muscles near Venezuela. The world outside was tense, with international headlines dominated by uncertainty and the threat of conflict. Inside Mar-a-Lago, the mood was equally charged. Every conversation seemed to carry the weight of global consequences, every glance a calculation. Every handshake and closed-door conversation took on new significance. Deals weren't just being made, they were being strategized, with implications that could ripple far beyond the ornate walls. The air was thick with speculation, as guests wondered who was meeting whom, and what secrets might be exchanged over a glass of champagne. Mar-a-Lago's unique blend of public access and private power fueled endless speculation. The line between guest and insider blurred, as the resort's open spaces became arenas for whispered negotiations and subtle displays of influence. Even the most casual poolside chat could be the start of a new alliance, or the end of an old one. Musk, usually orbiting Silicon Valley and spaceports, stepping into Trump's political world was a statement in itself. It was a rare moment where the worlds of technology, business, and politics collided in full view, hinting at ambitions that stretched far beyond rockets and electric cars. His arrival was more than a visit. It was a signal, a message to those watching that he was ready to play on a new level. The setting amplified the stakes. This was a collision of two powerful worlds. The Grand Ballroom, with its crystal chandeliers and marble floors, became a theater where the future of industries and nations might be quietly decided. Wall Street's ambitions met Washington's power, and everyone present knew the outcome could shape headlines for months to come. The location wasn't neutral, it was loaded with political meaning. Mar-a-Lago's very walls seemed to echo with the history of past deals and the promise of new ones. Every flag, every banner, every carefully chosen detail was a reminder that this was a place where history could be made, or rewritten. For Musk, it signaled a willingness to engage with politics at the highest level. No longer just an innovator or entrepreneur, he was stepping onto the stage as a potential power broker, someone whose influence could reach the corridors of government as easily as the boardrooms of industry. The meeting's importance was magnified by the gravity of the moment. As the clock ticked and the world watched, every decision, every word, seemed to carry the weight of history. In a weekend of whispers, the future was being quietly written, one conversation at a time. Elon Musk isn't just a billionaire, he's a force of nature, a man whose name has become synonymous with innovation, disruption, and controversy. From the moment he steps onto a stage or sends out a tweet, the world takes notice. His presence commands attention, and his ideas often spark debates that ripple across industries and continents. Often compared to a real-life Tony Stark, Musk's ambitions stretch far beyond the ordinary. He dreams of colonizing Mars, revolutionizing transportation on Earth and in space, and even merging the human brain with artificial intelligence. His vision is as vast as the universe itself, and he's not afraid to chase it, no matter how impossible it may seem. Through his companies, Tesla, SpaceX, Starlink, Neuralink, and more, Musk has redefined what's possible. He's electrified the auto industry, made private space travel a reality, brought internet to remote corners of the globe, and pushed the boundaries of neuroscience. Each venture is a testament to his relentless drive and willingness to take risks where others hesitate. But it's not just his business ventures that make headlines. Musk's direct, often unpredictable communication style, especially on social media, makes him both relatable and controversial. He's known for speaking his mind, sometimes sparking outrage, other times inspiring millions. His tweets can move markets, and his off-the-cuff remarks are dissected by fans and critics alike. To some, he's a maverick genius, a visionary who dares to dream big and deliver on those dreams. To others, he's a reckless disruptor, unafraid to challenge the status quo, even if it means ruffling feathers or making powerful enemies. The world is divided on Musk, but no one can ignore him. Every move Musk makes is scrutinized, especially when it intersects with politics, global crises, or the future of technology. Newsrooms buzz with speculation, investors watch his actions closely, and the public wonders what he'll do next. His influence extends far beyond Silicon Valley, reaching into the highest levels of government and society. So when Musk meets with a political heavyweight like Donald Trump during an international emergency, the world pays attention. The stakes are high, and the implications could be far-reaching. Is this a meeting of minds, a negotiation of power, or the start of a new alliance that could shape the future? The questions swirl. Is Musk offering his technological expertise to solve a crisis? Is he brokering a business deal that could change the landscape of an industry? Or is he quietly influencing policy behind closed doors, steering decisions that affect millions? Musk's reputation as a problem solver on a grand scale only deepens the intrigue. He's tackled challenges that once seemed insurmountable, and his involvement in any high-stakes situation raises expectations and eyebrows. People wonder, what role will he play this time, and what impact will it have? The Mar-a-Lago visit wasn't just another piece of celebrity gossip. It was a potentially pivotal event, watched by governments, investors, and ordinary people alike. The world waited to see what would emerge from those closed doors, knowing that whatever happened could send shockwaves far beyond the walls of that exclusive estate. Musk's presence alone was enough to set off alarms and imaginations worldwide. In a world hungry for answers and wary of uncertainty, the enigma of Elon Musk continues to captivate, challenge, and inspire us all. While Mar-a-Lago buzzed with speculation, a real crisis was unfolding in the Caribbean. Venezuela, once wealthy, was now gripped by economic collapse and political turmoil. The U.S. announced a major naval deployment off Venezuela's coast, citing threats to regional security. This show of force raised fears of escalation and drew global concern. Latin American neighbors and European allies called for restraint, while Venezuela condemned the move as aggression. The world watched nervously, aware that a single misstep could spark conflict. Against this backdrop, the Musk-Trump meeting took on new urgency. Was Musk's technology, like Starlink, being considered for military or humanitarian use? The timing linked the two events in the public mind, whether or not a real connection existed. The Venezuela crisis cast a long shadow over the mysterious gathering in Florida. What made the Mar-a-Lago meeting even more mysterious was the total silence from both camps. No statements, no tweets, no leaks, just a wall of no comment. For two men known for their public personas, this silence was deafening. The lack of transparency fueled speculation and suspicion. If it was just a friendly chat, why not say so? The decision to keep quiet suggested something sensitive was at stake. In the absence of facts, the public filled the void with theories. The silence itself became the story, keeping the mystery alive. Every unanswered question only made the meeting more compelling. The refusal to comment ensured the story wouldn't fade. It only grew. With no official word, speculation exploded. Was Starlink being offered to support U.S. operations or provide internet to Venezuelans? Was Musk advising on logistics, energy, or even the future of South American resources? Some thought the meeting was about the 2028 election, an endorsement, a political alliance, or a show of relevance. Social media turned the event into memes and wild theories, but the curiosity was real. The meeting became a Rorschach test for hopes, fears, and beliefs about power. Everyone became a detective, piecing together clues. The public's fascination showed just how much these figures matter in shaping the world. The Musk-Trump meeting is part of a bigger trend. Tech leaders and politicians are increasingly intertwined. Tech CEOs now wield influence rivaling that of world leaders, shaping discourse, economies, and even geopolitics. The old divide between Silicon Valley and Washington is fading. Tech giants can't ignore politics, and politicians can't ignore tech. These meetings are about more than business. They're about the future. The lines between private innovation and public policy are blurring. When a tech leader's tools can sway global events, they become geopolitical actors. This new reality raises urgent questions about power, responsibility, and accountability. At its core, the Musk-Trump meeting was a display of influence, political and technological. Trump's power comes from politics and public support, Musk's from innovation and capital. When these forces meet behind closed doors, it highlights the shifting landscape of power. Are decisions affecting millions being made in private, beyond public scrutiny? Political leaders are accountable to voters, but who holds tech billionaires accountable? The meeting underscored the unease about concentrated, unaccountable power. It's a reminder that boardrooms and private estates can be as consequential as parliaments. The public's curiosity is rooted in a desire for transparency in how our world is shaped. Weeks later, the mystery of Mar-a-Lago remained unsolved. The world moved on, but the questions lingered. What did Musk and Trump discuss at such a critical moment? The lack of answers became a symbol of hidden power and private influence. The episode revealed how technology, capital, and politics now converge in ways the public can barely track. The demand for transparency and accountability has never been greater. The legacy of that weekend isn't a secret revealed, but a question that won't go away. Who is really making the decisions that shape our future? The Mar-a-Lago meeting stands as a stark reminder of the complexities of power in the 21st century.